Unemployment is now a national problem, not just for Nigeria, but many other countries. One wonders how the future of young Africans will pan out if nothing is done to salvage the situation. Well, technology does not have all the answers, but it does have some answers, and that will be our focus on the interview segment. Our mobile app of the week is an app that makes team collaboration easier. My name is Chukwemeka Agbata, and this is Tech Trends.
Last weekend, goal line technology was used in the German top-flight soccer game for the first time after the Bundesliga clubs voted for its use last December. When Borussia Dortmund and VfL Wolfsburg met at Berlin's Olympic Stadium on Saturday, May 30th, a camera-based goal line system by British-based company Hawk-Eye came into play in German soccer. According to the makers of the system, 7 cameras are installed per goal with automated tracking of the ball in the goal area. The 18 top German flight clubs who had turned the system down in 2013 voted 15-3 in favor of adopting the technology following a proposal by Bayern Munich. Lutz Michael Frohlich, a former Bundesliga referee and current head of referees at the German Soccer Association, DFB, was full of praise for the technology. The British-based company Hawk-Eye, owned by Japanese entertainment group Sony, is familiar to sports fans through its use in tennis and cricket.
At the newly opened Epicenter office complex in central Stockholm, office workers can now open doors and operate the photocopier with a chip implanted in their hands. The so-called RFID, that's radio frequency identification chip, is made from Pyrex glass and contains an antenna and microchip with no need for batteries. Now, instead of identification cards and passcodes, all the worker has to do is wave their hand in front of a sensor. It currently enables them to open doors, operate a photocopier, and swap contact details via a smartphone.
It felt pretty scary, but at the same time it felt very modern, very 2015.
The high-tech Epicenter office block was inaugurated last month and aims to bring innovative companies, large and small, together under one roof. Co-founder and CEO Patrick Mesterton said his office complex was the ideal location to test such a technology.
The chip is the size of a larger rice grain. It's about 12 millimeters in size. That's put in with a syringe. And it sends an RFID code, so it's an identification tool that can communicate with objects around you. So practical here, you can open doors using your chip. You can do secure printing from our printers with the chip, but you can also communicate with your mobile phone by sending your business card to individuals that you meet.
While the current range of benefits the chip offers is rather limited, Mesterton said the aim is to explore what possibilities the chip represents and see how products and services can be developed around the technology. In future, as the applications that can be used with the chip are developed, the hope is that workers in the building will be able to purchase food in the canteen and even check their health. He said that unlike a mobile phone, the chip could not be tracked, and he did not see any integrity issues.
You have your own identification code, and you're sending that to something else which you have to grant access to. So there's no one else that can sort of follow you on your ID, so to say. It's you who decide who gets access to that ID.
The chipping is entirely voluntary and, according to the manufacturers, completely safe. Since the amount of metal in the chip is so small, there's no risk of it setting off metal detectors, and it's also safe during MRI scans and when using an induction oven. It's also very unlikely to break inside of the body as it's buffered by the surrounding skin and tissue. Australian researchers have unveiled the world's first 3D printed jet engine, a manufacturing breakthrough that could lead to cheaper, lighter and more fuel-efficient jets. Engineers at Monza University and its commercial arm, Amaero Engineering, are making top-secret prototypes for Boeing Co. Airbus Group NV, Raytheon Co. and Safran SA in a development that could be the saviour of Australia's struggling manufacturing sector. Dr. Robert Hobbs, who is the outgoing CEO of Amaero, told the Australian Broadcasting Corporation on Tuesday, February the 24th, the 3D printing can cut production times for components from 3 months to just 6 days. Simon Marriott, the incoming CEO of Amaero, the private company set up by Monash to commercialize the product, explained that they plan to have printed engine components in flight tests within the next 12 months and certified for commercial use within the next 2 to 3 years. Australia has the potential to corner the market, and it has one of only 3 of the necessary large format 3D metal printers in the world. France and Germany have the other 2 and is the only place that makes the materials for use in the machine.